YouTube, what is going on, Lakers family? In today's video, we got some NBA news involving the Los Angeles Lakers this morning, and an NBA writer is proposing a blockbuster trade idea for the Lakers to acquire Dorian Finney-Smith from the Brooklyn Nets and Marcus Smart from the Memphis Grizzlies. So this will be a three-team trade, including the Lakers, the Nets, and the Memphis Grizzlies. So the Grizzlies would be receiving Rui Hachimura, Gabe Vincent, Jackson Hayes, Harry Giles III, a 2029 first rounder, a trade exception, which is about $8.3 million, and then $2.4 million, and then $1.9 million. So the Lakers will be receiving all defensive player Marcus Smart. You get two sharpshooters, Luke Kennard, John Conchar, which the Lakers do need, and then you get a big man, Xavier Tillman Sr., which the Lakers do need, which I do like this trade. You also get a big man, you get shooting, because the Lakers are ranked 22nd in shooting, which is terrible, and we are ranked 16th or 17th in defense rating. So you get defensive players, you get shooting, you pretty much get that. And then you also be including a trade exception, which is about $10.5 million. And then for the Brooklyn Nets, they'll be bringing back D'Angelo Russell, which he used to play for them. You also be trading our rookie J.H. Facchino. You also include a trade exception at $14 million and then $2 million. So the Los Angeles Lakers, I do expect them to make a trade. This team is already struggling, and we are 19-20. That's our record. We're the 10th seed of Western Conference, and we are 5-11 since the in-season tournament game in Vegas when we beat the Indiana Pacers, and we finally snapped our two-game losing streak, right? Last night, we lost to a Phoenix Suns team, which they were complete. They had their big three for the first time facing us this season. They had Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and it was just a horrible performance last night. Our best player, LeBron James, you can arguably say he played horrible. He had 10 points, and then Anthony Davis played terrible. He had 13 points, but I'm not going to bash him because he's been going crazy for the Lakers. And LeBron James, year 21, he needs help, so I'm not going to bash him. And the Lakers need shooting. We need guys that can at least play multiple positions. We need foot speed because Ospreys is just not the answer. He gets cooked. He's an open door. And then D'Angelo Russell, he's been a little bit better defensively, but I still don't like his defense. And I feel like at times he's lackadaisical. He gets cooked at times, and he doesn't really give too much effort in the defense end. There'll be moments where he does, but I'm not the biggest fan of his defense. I will say he's a better playmaker than Ospreys. I will say he's shooting the ball a lot better than Ospreys, but Ospreys lately has been struggling from the three-point line. He's shooting around 34%. Last season, he shot around 39%. So he's just not the same player like he was last season, but the Lakers, in return, they'll be getting a defense guard in Marcus Smart, who won Defensive Player of the Year 3 seasons ago in 2021. It's 2024 right now, and he'll complement Ospreys in the backcourt. The Lakers will be also adding two wing shooters, roughly, that are shooting 41% each this season. From three, you get Dorian Finney-Smith, who gives this team a 6'7" defender to join holdovers and Dorian Prince, Cam Reddish, and Max Christie. So the Lakers could potentially have a star lineup of Ospreys at the 1. You got Marcus Smart at the 2, Dorian Finney-Smith play the 3, Braun at the 4, and Anthony Davis play at the 5. So the Los Angeles Lakers, they'll be getting one of the best defenders in the NBA, while you get Dorian Finney-Smith, a quality 3-and-D player. And I will say, Marcus Smart, it's 29 years of age, so he's young. He is averaging 14.5 points per game, shooting 43% from the field, 2.7 rebounds, 4.3 assists, 0.3 blocks, 2.1 steals. He is shooting 31.3% from three, which he's not known as a three-point shooter. He can space out the floor, but he's not the greatest three-point shooter. And he's shooting 76.3% from the free throw line, which isn't great. He's playing 20 games for the Memphis Grizzlies. They're playing close to 30.3 minutes a night. Marcus Smart is playing for them. And I will say he spent his first 9 seasons with the Boston Celtics, and this is his first season with the Memphis Grizzlies. So he's a 10-year veteran. He does have playoff experience, which he would provide that on the Los Angeles Lakers. Veteran leadership. And I will say he'll miss the next 6 weeks with a serious right ring finger injury. So it's super unfortunate because he was already injured, right? He was out for at least 4 to 6 months, and then the news came out yesterday he's going to be out 6 weeks to at least a month and a half. So the Memphis Grizzlies, they're pretty much over. Their season is just not going good for them. You got John Morant, the superstar point guard, who missed 25 games because of a suspension, and then he got injured. He got surgery, I believe, in the soldier was like a labrum. So I am wishing the Memphis Grizzlies well for next season. The only teams I really don't have to worry about in the Western Conference is the Memphis Grizzlies because we don't have to see them in the playoffs like we did last season. The Phoenix Suns, I'm not really worried about them because their defense isn't very good. They have pretty much ISO scores, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, and they're known for offense. Defense is going to win you championships, so I'm not worried about them. The Denver Nuggets, like I said, I'm worried about them. So the only teams in the Western Conference I'm not really worried about is the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're not going to get really far. You got the New Orleans Pelicans, which I'm not really worried about them. And then for the Sacramento Kings, even though they do have the number, I'm not really worried about them. We got to wait and see in the postseason. So the teams I'm only worried about in the Eastern Conference is the Boston Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks. Pretty much everybody else, I'm not really worried about that. So as of right now, the Lakers are not a championship contending team. We do need to make some changes, and hopefully Rob Pelinka, our general manager of the Lakers, does make a change because this team right now is just not it, right? It's just not the answer. And I will say, Marcus Smart is under contract 4 years, worth about $76.4 million per year. Is make around $19.1 million. So he's going to become an unrestricted free agent in 2026. Basically, he has 2 years under his contract because it's 2024, but he signed that contract in 2022, so that made it 4 years. And then for Dorian Finney-Smith, he's a veteran. He's 30 years of age, so he would add that veteran leadership on the Los Angeles Lakers. He's averaging 9.6 points per game, nothing crazy. He is shooting 43.1% from the field, 4.7 rebounds, 1.3 assists, 0.5 blocks, 0.7 steals. He is shooting 40.9% from the three-point, which is very good. He's a very good three-point shooter. He is one of the best three-point shooters in the league, and he's shooting 80% from the free throw line, which is very good. He's played 35 games for the Brooklyn Nets, playing close to 28.4 minutes a night for them. So he's under contract for 4 years, typically 2 years because he signed that contract in 2022. So he's going to become an unrestricted free agent 2 seasons in 2026. And his contract is worth about $55.5 million. And per year, he's making around $13.8 million for the Brooklyn Nets this season. So his contract is pretty reasonable. And the Lakers need to improve their defense. Like I said, we are ranked 16th or 17th defense rating. Like a couple weeks ago, we were ranked at least 7th or 8th or 10th in defensive rating, so it's gone down, which is not good. And the Lakers are just not bringing that sense of urgency. We're lackadaisical. Like, I feel like the Lakers are just not playing for the coach, Darvin Ham. LeBron James is just very frustrated. He doesn't like Darvin Ham, seems like it. And they lost the locker room, right? Ever since Darvin Ham, rotations have been terrible, not calling timeouts, letting other teams go on runs, and having his hands in his pockets. So I will say you need three-point shooting around LeBron James, Anthony Davis, guys that can space out the floor. The thing I'm worried about with Marcus Smart is that he's not the greatest three-point shooter. He is capable. He can shoot the three ball from time to time. The last time the Lakers did play the Memphis Grizzlies, John Morant did play at our house, and the Lakers lost, right? And Memphis Grizzlies guard Marcus Smart went off. He had like 29, 30 points, and he was actually hitting very good from the three-point, but it seems like that's always the case, especially when other players on other teams always go off against the Los Angeles Lakers, but it's always us against the world. You get what I'm trying to say. Maybe that'll boost his three-point percentage because you're playing alongside LeBron James, Anthony Davis, so he'll get the most open looks than he's ever been in his career, but maybe he'll go down just because the brights are too light. So Lakers fans, you guys let me know in the comment section, how do you guys feel about this trade? What you guys want to get and Marcus Smart? I don't see him getting traded, but who knows? I do think the Memphis Grizzlies are going to be sellers because they're not going to be contending anyways. They're going to be missing the playoffs. They're not going to even be a playing tournament, and they're going to be getting some players, young pieces, and I do feel like they're going to be getting some players that are going to be on the team right now. So I do think the Lakers are going to make a trade, hopefully, for a star like a DeJounte Murray or a Zach LaVine. But the Lakers need some players that have foot speed, someone that can play defense, because Austin Reeves and D'Angelo Russell are just not the answer. And we need that rim pressure. We need that deterrent in the big man. Jackson Hayes is just not the answer, and he's not really developed right. He's pretty much raw, which I was concerned about him when he was signing for us in free agency. So he's not really disciplined. So we need a disciplined big man. And adding a big man would really help on the Los Angeles Lakers. And then I will say, Dorian Finney-Smith was undrafted. So I do think he would be very good next to LeBron James and Anthony Davis. He would cop him out these guys really well. And Christian Wood, he's getting more minutes for the Los Angeles Lakers, right? He's been playing really good for us, rebounding, crashing the boards. And he's not the greatest defender, but on the weak side, he's been helping Anthony Davis in the front court. So it's very interesting. And I will say the Lakers need a guy that's just going to play the role, protect the paint, bang down low. We need a guy that is going to hustle, protect the rim, be a lob threat, do the dirty work so Anthony Davis doesn't have to do the dirty work, right? Because 40% of the time he's going to play at least 40-plus minutes or if not even more, right? In the playoffs, he's going to play the center position no matter what, and he's been playing the center position for the Los Angeles Lakers. And like I said, he doesn't even like playing the center. He likes playing the power forward, and they continue to play him out of position. So he's going to play him a lot of minutes for us no matter what. And LeBron James, you don't want to play him at the 3. You want to play him at the 4, right? Because that's going to just get him tired. He's going to just lose his energy. That's going to wear him out. So I will say the Lakers just need a big man that's going to help Anthony Davis in the regular season so you can just take off the pressure off of him and you can use him for the playoffs. So I appreciate the support. Make sure you guys drop a like, turn on notification bell so you guys get notified whenever I drop a video. Also, comment down what topic you guys want to see me talk about. We are on the road to 3K subs, and I'm also going to be dropping some more videos today because I got more bangers to drop, but I'm out of here. Peace.